First, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trimmed with gold and weighing in at 126 pounds. His professional record, 17 victories against 3 defeats. 10 of his 17 victories are by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, from Pensacola, Florida, introducing the North American Boxing Featherweight champion and the challenger, Derrick Smoke Gainer. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing yellow, trimmed with green, weighing in at 124 3/4 pounds. His professional record, 43 victories, 30 by knockout, against only 1 defeat, with 2 draws, and he has captured 2 world championships. Ladies and gentlemen, from Flushing, New York, presenting the WBU Featherweight Champion of the World, the Flushing Flash Kevin Kelley.
Kevin, smoke belly button, right?
All right, right there, gentlemen. We've gone over this and dressed them. All right, low blows. Here you go for both of them. Stand up, Smoke. And here down, low blow, here down. Anything above that's fair. All right, fellas. Protect yourselves at all times, baby, at all times. Questions, gentlemen? Questions? Good luck to both of you.
Good luck, guys.
Roy Jones has been a real loyal friend to Gainer, getting him many opportunities for fights on his undercards. We'll see if he's done him a favor by getting him this opportunity against a much more experienced fighter. We'll also see how much Kevin Kelley has left.
Kelley was unbeaten before his January 7, 1995 war with Alejandro Gonzalez. It hasn't been easy for him since then. Derrick Gainer wants to remind Kelley of some of the punishment he's taken in the past 2 years as he starts out more aggressively than is normally his style. 2 southpaws in there against each other.
Now, as a veteran fighter, the one thing you want your opposition to do, a younger fighter, is to come out trying to punch. Get yourself winded, and then the veteran takes over. So Gainer's got to pace himself. Don't do anything out of the ordinary. Kelley's job tonight will be to keep his head moving. You just can't stand in front of this guy and not move your neck from side to side. He's tall. He's got the reach advantage. And any time, because he's so thin, he can slip a straight left hand right on your chin.
So Kelley needs the head movement to get inside of Gainer's jab.
That's right. And when you're fighting the younger, inexperienced fighters, they throw a lot of shots. They don't even know they're going to do it. And those shots hurt. They open up cut. You got to keep your head moving.
Kelley saying to us yesterday, all you have to do is look at the 2 of us to see what the fight is all about. I've got to get inside and go at his body. He wants to keep me out at the end of his long punching range.
It may not be the smartest thing to do because this thin guy has been accustomed to the thicker guys because he's tall going to his body. He knows how to fight that kind of defense.
Kelley landing a left hand to the body. Gainer staying upstairs and trying to fend Kevin off with the jab as Kelley increasingly is trying to wade in and get inside on Gainer.
Kelley is also going up against reflexes. Sometimes you throw a shot and this guy just does something he doesn't know what he's going to do. So you got to keep your defense, your hands up at all times.
Kevin Kelley won the first 41 fights of his professional career. In his last 5 fights, a loss, a draw, and a technical draw.
And what Kelley want to do in the first few rounds, stay active, keep your point system up. Don't try to hit this guy with your hardest punch.
shortening it up. You ain't got to touch it all up. You got me? When you make a mistake, then you make a mistake with the left hand. You need those hands to be going. You got me? You need the hands to go. Okay, yo?
We really won't know what kind of fight this is going to be until when and if Kelley tags Gainer with something meaningful.
And you saw the low punch output for Kelley in the first round, only 27 attempted punches. His trainer, Phil Borgia, is going to want him to throw that many jabs, let alone that many punches. He wants a lot more punch output from Kelley.
You'll notice Kelley moves his head once a punch is thrown. You got to keep that head in motion at all times.
Gainer landing a little counter as Kelley lunged inside.
Now Kelley also, because he's fighting a younger opponent with a lot of muscle tension, use a lot of feints to make him get tired. Every time you use a feint, he'll throw a shot.
Gainer has begun throwing punches with more authority in the last year or two, George. Up to that point, he was primarily a slapper. As he tires, as this fight goes on, he's liable to open the glove up and start slapping again.
Kelley is playing the wrong game. He's looking for one or two shots. That's not going to happen that easy.
But he landed a left hand over the top and has gotten Gainer's attention as he now pins him against the ropes and tries to go to the body. Kevin Kelley thinks that his punching power can make the difference against Gainer, and right now he is rocking him.
Very strong sequence of body punches.
And Gainer with a big comeback. And with no head movement, George, Kelley was a sitting duck for that combination.
And most importantly, sometimes you don't want to wake up these sleeping giants this early in the fight. Make him do this a little later after you use up a little muscle tension. Smoke has also can make some fire.
Hard left hand shot by Derrick Smoke Gainer. More leather in round two than was the case in round one on both sides.
Now Kelley, as a veteran, should know, don't follow a puncher. The one thing no fighter wants to do is follow a puncher around the ring. You let him follow you.
Lighten up and make your hands go. You got that. Okay. On the inside, keep working the body. Look at me. On the inside, keep working the body. You got that? So don't lay outside of his punches, kid. I don't want you outside. I want you inside. Okay?
Here we see that Gainer, standing outside, is beating Kelley to the punch. And that's like being able to start an automobile race faster than your opponent.
There goes Roy Jones leaving his ringside seat where he's been rooting for his buddy Derrick Gainer to go back to his dressing room. And Roy Jones has a habit of tempting fate by staying at ringside very close to fight time to root for Smoke Gainer.
Now, for the first time, Kevin Kelley is starting to use his feint. You got to make this kid use up some of that energy by faking him. And every time you hit these youngsters, they're going to pay you back, so you better be covering up after you touch them.
You heard Alton Murkerson between both the first and second and third rounds in his discussions with Gainer saying, you got to throw the right hand before you try to land the left. At least touch him with the right hand jab before you try to bring that power punch.
Another good body shot by Kelley. Instructions from his corner, trying to weaken the taller, thinner Gainer.
There again, Kelley has his head standing up one spot, not moving it.
Sure, Kevin Kelley had total respect for Derrick Gainer before the start of the fight. I think Gainer has gotten his attention now.
Gainer's real effective with this overhand left. It seems like he can't miss it.
And this is referee Frank Santori telling Smoke Gainer not to hold Kevin Kelley. And Kevin Kelley's trainer, Phil Borgia, made it clear that he would talk to officials about Gainer's habit of holding.
There's that sneaky overhand left again. Whenever Gainer wants to get his attention, he throws that overhand left.
Tripling up on the jab there. Derrick Gainer still, for the most part, beating Kevin Kelley to the punch. This will be called a slip.
That's that quick overhand left.
It's going to be called a slip.
Call it what you want, but it hurts.
What might have happened there is that in the process of seeing one fighter miss a punch and twist around, he might have missed the punch that landed. We'll get a look at that later.
Gainer sees it.
And now Gainer goes down.
That hurt.
This is going to be called a knockdown. This is a knockdown. The previous one was ruled a slip. And that, of course, has implications for the scorecard, where Kelley will get extra credit and Gainer will not.
Absolutely, and it looked like a clean knockdown by Gainer.
Don't get too cocky, man.
When you hurt this guy, man, when you hurt this guy, don't just weigh it in on him. My knockdown, coach. Yeah, come on, listen to me. Okay. When you hurt this guy, it's right out of desperation. I want you to keep him long all the time. Keep him long all the time. Don't rush in and walk on him. He'll throw some stuff out of desperation. Keep boxing. Keep boxing. Now, you can fight on the inside. You lost 2 fights because you didn't fight on the inside. You tired with this guy, you rip something off and get out.
All right, coach.
Oh, don't you lay in there and walk out without leaving nothing with him. You understand? Okay?
All right, let's see if we can take a look and see what happened. There was the knockdown, a clean, hard punch to Gainer. Gainer says, yeah, you got me.
We didn't see what preceded that, but I have a feeling that Gainer had his foot on top of Kevin